I feel it getting close, I feel the joy in the air. Everybody's going home to the people they care for the most. And I'm on my way, cause you're my happy holiday.
Hey everybody, hi, it's Gretchen. How are you tonight? So happy Vlogmas Day 5. Wow. So I just wanted to hop on with a little bit of mainly what I've been doing on Vlogmas this year is reflecting then and now. And I realized I thought how do I know what I did then other than going back and looking at the video, and how are you going to know what you did and how keep track of it? And I just wanted to give you this tip that I did. And about keeping track of what you're doing and writing down in a journal, and how you journal, I don't care. It might be a sketchbook. I have tons of sketchbooks, as I talked about, or I'll talk about one night. I never sketched before this, and now I have sketchbooks all over the place. But for Vlogmas and for doing these lives that I decided to do, and what it came about is I started out by just writing down what I was going to do. And so I'll show you here. I started it because my I started it as being called Keeping It Real. Keepin' It Real log. And the reel was about photography. And the key pen is I live on the Key Peninsula, and we have a slogan out here for keeping it real because it's a pretty amazing place to live. So this was my Keeping It Real log. And I started, I have a page that had ideas for videos, but I started by on 11/18, there it was, learning, laughs, and going live. The boomer's new adventure begins. And I made some comments about how it was so dark, and um uh yeah, no, well, it was a bit more stressful than her all the things. And so what I did was I wrote down what I called each show and put it in, and sometimes I put notes in and other things. Um and if you go back to a year ago tonight, 12/5, 'tis the season for red and gold, green. And I talked about red and green complementary and touch up edit on some of my older pictures, is what I did. And I hadn't really started um, reading stories yet until tomorrow night. And that's when I've read, and it's story time. And I read The Cajun Night Before Christmas. Hey guys, hi Ari, hi Larry and Angie and Linda. Yep, I'm just doing my nightly quick little vlogmas here about how this all started. And so this was my log about what I did. And um, so I can go back and look at all and find the books I read at a different time and what and where. And it goes on to another book, has 59, 59 pages. I finally reduced it from 5 lines to 4 lines for each one. What the name of the book was, all kinds of stuff. And yeah, some of my log pages have more detailed, some others, but that's what I did. And some of the ideas that I wrote, and yeah, I had plenty of room where I didn't write things down, and I didn't always keep a lot of it in there. But what this does for me is it allows me to go back and look at um, what stories I've read, what I liked about them, perhaps, and maybe which ones I need to come back and see again, because it is the holiday time. And, I'm going to start up my story time again on Saturday, and it'll start with my all time favorite Christmas book, with The Year of the Perfect Christmas Tree, as a revisit to that. Gloria Houston and Barbara Cooney. And it's just some great holiday books that I'm going to share along. But I also got a new book tonight, and going back and looking this and what were some of the things that I really enjoyed talking about when I read these books and about what the artists were like and the historical impact that they had. This book is set during World War One, and it is an absolute amazing um, rendition of a Christmas during World War One, where a little girl and her mom um, are the family that's going to is expected to give the Christmas tree to the village that year, and dad's not home from the war, and how do they survive? It's a beautiful Appalachian tale, and it's one of my absolute favorites. So, um, and so I'm just really excited about getting back into reading stories 2 or 3 times a week to my friends. But also, I wanted to tell everybody on Vlogmas that's doing this and the Ecamm fam, keep a record of what you're doing. Take some notes, whether you do sketches in a sketchbook or whether like this is actually part of a sketch that I was doing on planning on something and other things. Keeping that record really helps you understand and go back and reflect and helps with whatever you're growing on or wanting to work on and the direction and what your channel is doing for you and for others and what direction you want to take, because there's a whole lot that we learn from doing this. And yes, I love reading these stories for other people, but boy, the benefit that I get from sharing these books with people, yeah, it is like this never-ending loop between my story group and myself of our buckets being filled every time we get together. And so um, that's what I wanted to say for Vlogmas. That's my little tip for this time is keeping track, journaling the journey. Even if it's just a sentence, even if it's taking a note of what you're doing, even if it's just drawing a picture of what your thoughts are for that whole event and you're doing, um, it's going to be pretty fun. I'm just going to say hi to the crew here. Hi, everyone. Yay. I got my friends here. We got Angie's here and Larry and Linda and Gail. Oh my gosh. And oh, Linda did 3D moons. Were amazing. Oh, I have to look. Did you send them any email? I haven't looked on my email yet. I'll have to go look, Linda. Yay. And oh, everybody is here and Gail. And Fatima's here. Travel Dreamer 46. Yay. So you guys, it is just exciting to see you guys all coming in. And like I said, I'm doing this for Vlogmas with the Ecamm community. It's a kind of just to see what we're doing, a little live every night or every day. And this is all about, I'm kind of reflecting back on the journey that I had that brought me to the point where I was reading stories every night and what that did. So that's what this was all about keeping track, journaling the journey. And then you can sure celebrate the wonderful benefits for everybody that you get. I mean, that this can bring. You're just going to be stunned and amazed. But for now, that's it for me tonight. This is a real short one for Vlogmas. They're just short little things. Story group, I'll be back Saturday night, back regular time. And yeah, the Year of the Perfect Christmas Tree is coming back out. And that Cajun Night Before Christmas is coming too. I may have to read that for Vlogmas if you guys want to hear the Cajun Night Before Christmas. The Eight Alligator and Oh Saint Nick. There's nothing quite like these stories. All right, everybody. Thanks so much for being here and have a happy day 5 Vlogmas. I'll see you on day 6. And until the next time, keep looking for the beauty hidden in plain sight. It's all around you. And the first place you'll find it, though, is if you go look in the mirror. Catch you later. Linda. That's sweet.
I feel it getting close, I feel the joy in the air. Everybody's going home to the people they care for the most. And I'm on my way, 'cause you're my happy holiday.